Oh, hey.
Hey, were you there the whole time? How you guys doing, man?
Hey, what's up? It's me, Latron James.
Hey, how's it going, dude?
Hey, I think you'll be interested in this.
What are you trying to say, man?
Let me take that one from the top. I think you'll be interested in this, what I have to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, I finally saw Wicked.
Oh, wow, I can't wait to hear about that, man.
Yeah, there were way more magic tricks in it than I thought there were going to be.
Right, yeah. It sounds like you accidentally walked into that, was it Now You See Me, Now You Don't, or whatever movie, the magic movie?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did, man. It's okay.
No, there was a witch in there.
Yeah, where?
I think I saw one in the background when Jesse Eisenberg was doing a card trick or something. I saw a witch back there. She was like,
Yeah, okay, man. It's all right. It's going to be okay, man.
Shut up.
All right, cut that guy off, man.
Funny to me that like there are people that were happy Charlie Kirk got shot because they disagreed on opinions, and they're fighting for due process for people who are driving fentanyl into the country. Like, what the fuck do we live in? Why do we have more humanity for people who are actually profiting
you gotta be
off
by
of
God.
Americans?
But you shouldn't be like those people.
Hold on. Let me check the Charlemagne fit here.
Oh my God.
Let me check the Andrew fit here.
Oh my God.
Ooh, those Andrew socks got me like.
Let's freaking go.
Got me out here like.
Exactly. What do you mean?
You're Christian.
I hate people trying to kill Americans.
You hate people
trying to kill Americans. So if you're trying to kill Charlie Kirk, or if you're trying to bring fentanyl in here, I hate both of y'all.
Yeah, but you don't know if they're trying to bring fentanyl in.
If they were trying to bring
shut up, man.
I would celebrate.
What is that? Just shut up, Andrew. Charlemagne, shut up. Andrew, shut up. Who is that guy? The Jamie of the Charlemagne? What is this show even called? Charlemandrew, it should be called. Charlemandrew the Schulz God. If they don't change the name of this show to what I just said by the end of business, I'm suing them, I guess. Okay. That's Charlendrew. What the hell is the thing? Charlendrew the Schulz God is the name of the show. This is sort of a viral clip. I saw it on a bunch of channels, you know. They're like, giving these guards a hard time, you know. Giving my bros a hard time. But it is a wacky clip because, like, there is a Jamie of the Charlendrew show who's back there like, what the hell are you talking about, man? Here's another, by the way, $250,000 on this. $250,000 in the, those are views department.
Let's freaking go. Freaking go.
and we've heard this a million times, did Mr. Hegseth provide evidence for his claim that the 3 men aboard each of the 2 boats were smuggling narcotics? He said the attacks took place in international waters. Every time one of this shit happens, they never provide evidence.
Okay,
Hey.
but they also haven't provided evidence that there was no drugs on the boats either.
Yeah, come on, Schultz. Like, that's not enough
Well, let me
reason to attack.
Come on, Schultz. Here's this guy who's not one of the stars of the show, and he's kind of like smarter than both of the stars of the show. Come on, Schultz. They didn't prove that the boats that they're blowing up aren't filled with drugs? Does that make sense to you, what you just said?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. 250,000 views in 8 days. A lot of people watch this, not as many as my channel. You know, no, it's fine.
Let's freaking go.
Freaking you. But it is kind of like, it's kind of goofy to the point of being kind of suspicious, you know? It gets more suspicious, this thing. I'm kind of like, no. Because I watched this whole podcast. I'd never seen this before. I'm like, what the hell is this, a stupid thing? And I was like, both of these guys seem pretty smart, you know? Pretty funny. In a kind of talk radio kind of way. And then I looked up Andrew Schulz. Andrew Schulz is like my age, you know? Young, handsome. Andrew Schulz is my age, so he definitely lived through the early 2000s, you know? When like it was like all over the TV. You couldn't avoid this. Like just all over the TV, all over everything. You know, when the government, pretty close to the government we have now, you know? They were like, hey, there's this place called Iraq, and they're going to try to get our little ass. And also that thing that happened in the very early 2000s, I think they did that. I think they probably did that. Those guys did that. All of them. And now it's like even the people who would be defending that back in the day, Tucker Carlson, probably whatever Tim Pool there was of that time, who would be like, oh, this is awesome. Like it's just universal now. Oh yeah, that was a scam. That was like all a lie and a scam. And it wasn't all bad. Some people made a ton of money, but very few people made a ton of money. That's so, pros and cons, man. So you grow up through like a 10-year, a decade-long arc of watching that. Everybody knows what happens. And now he looks at this. The government's just blowing up boats with no proof of what's going on. Oh, they're trying to get us.
They're trying to get our ass.
It just so happens also that we've been saying, we need to change the government in that country. We need to get in there in that country. We've been saying that too. Also, they're trying to get us. So Andrew Schulz is basically seeing the same thing. He sees all that stuff, and he's like, oh, they're probably telling the truth. Oh, they're saying they want to go in there and mess around in that country. And they're also at the same time saying, oh, they're trying to get our ass. Yeah, probably telling the truth. They don't have any proof.
Probably telling the truth, though.
Anyway, I gotta go bathroom.
There are people that were happy Charlie Kirk got shot because they disagreed on opinions, and they're fighting for due process for people who are driving fentanyl into the fucking country.
Jesus,
what the f*** do we live in? Why do we have more?
The language is out of control, man. You need to
Cut your meat.
with that out of control language, man. My kids watch this. I say to my kids, hey, Charlemagne, what's the goddamn show called? Andrew Maine, the Schultz God is on. Get your little asses in here. And now you're using this kind of... Okay, anyway, that bit's run its course. Okay.
More humanity for people who are actually profiting
but you gotta be
off
better.
of killing
You don't
Americans.
yell at him,
You-
Charlemagne.
Shouldn't be like those people. Don't
Yeah,
become
what
what
Give
you
the
I
hate.
guy a
gotta do?
break. Give that
Don't
guy a
become what you
break,
hate.
man.
What do you mean?
You're Christian.
I hate people trying to kill Americans.
Shut up, other guy.
You hate people.
Trying to kill Americans. So if you're trying to kill Charlie Kirk, or if you're trying to bring
Carly Rae
fentanyl in here,
Jepsen? Okay.
I hate both of y'all.
Yeah, but
Right.
you don't know if they're trying to bring fentanyl in.
If they were trying to bring
I don't-
coke, I would celebrate.
up.
Well, here's
man.
the thing. I don't
Shut
think.
up, Jamie.
They might.
I don't know what the hell is exactly going on here, but this is one of the most suspicious. I say sus to save time.
Oh my God.
I say,
Let's freaking go.
I mean, these guys do get a lot of views, I don't watch this crap. I don't know what this crap is, But Andrew Schultz, the guy gets massive views, you know what I mean? He gets massive views, and I kind of suspect that he's just sort of a goofy guy. He's not really paying too close attention to anything. He's just trying to I don't know, maybe make a bunch of money, or who cares? But this part, I was like, that's a little too perfect. Because, there's a segment of people who are very upset about the, Charlie Kirk thing, And to tie that, hey, that thing that happened is a similar thing, kind of abstractly tying it. There's a similar thing coming from Venezuela. So maybe we got to get their ass or something. Hey, that thing that had a real emotional impact in the media? I'm going to kind of tie it to another thing that the government has been very clear, have been wanting to go in there. I'm going to tie the justification for that to a thing that you guys are very emotional about, that you guys are very, emotionally impacted by. That's a little... I mean, my suspicion here is that it's just he watches a lot of goofy media, and it just kind of filtered in, maybe, but it's also what the hell?
What the hell?
And then the Jamie version of... The poor, innocent Jamie of this show is I don't know. Come on, Schultz. Come on, Schultz. What the hell is this now? I don't want to be tied to whatever the hell you're saying over there. Okay, let's peep the comments. Let's peep the comments in my favorite member of the Rogan universe, Andrew.
Toilets.
Andrew says, I don't know enough, but keeps opening his mouth. Hey, shut up, man. Okay, I would demand you to shut your mouth, actually. Schultz needs to cut it out. He sounds like a fool, okay? They better speak on Akash. Oh, that guy's wrapped up in some crap too. Who cares? Guy could go straight to hell for all I care. I don't understand what this one means. Let me read this right here. I'm not in touch with the way Utes speak. So let me zoom in on this. Schultz really bouncing and doing tricks on it. Shaking my head. What did bouncing? Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, wait a second.
I'm gonna haunt you.
Hey, again, my kids watch this.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Sometimes Schultz is straight evil, and I feel like CTG notices it. Oh, guy's getting absolutely
Toilets.
in the comments. Okay, that's pretty much it. Telling Andrew Schultz to shut the goddamn hell up, and then people saying, "Yo, Akash girl tripping." LOL. I kind of feel sorry for that guy. That's Andrew Schulz co-host. And what his wife said, it told him shut the hell up or something. His wife called him a pendejo or something. Who cares, man? It's a funny part right here. This guy should not be doing this. Like, either way, he should not be doing it. Okay, here we go.
And I would imagine with the drug cartels thing, it's like, if you keep blowing up the ship, at a certain point, the drug cartels either go, we can't risk this in terms of the drugs getting caught because it's cost too much money. And then the drivers of the boats go, I'm not getting in the boat. They fucking blow up every single boat.
Yeah, but you got to actually blow up drug cartels.
Yes.
They blowing up fucking fishermen boats.
Well, that is that is not true. There's no way.
That's what they said.
But those boats aren't making it to America. So it's like, if you're going to attack.
Just reverse the camera, put the main camera on this guy, and then Charlene Drew, the Schultz, what the hell is the dumb thing called? Charla God, the Akash Schultz, can weigh in, occasionally. Because this guy is clearly the most well-read guy in the room. Let him.
God bless you.
God bless you. Charlemagne the.
Oh my God.
Also known as Charlemagne the Dead. What does that mean? Look at this. Check this. Check this little moment where Jamie of the Charlene Drew, what the hell is it? Charlene Drew. Check this little moment where he, basically saves the show. Here we go.
So,
right?
Maybe this is, and again, it looks like the administration's goal is deterrence.
Whoa. The Charlemagne, what's Charlemagne doing there? Just on Instagram? He's like, I got some more interesting stuff to do. I got better stuff to do. I'm going to look through all my old pictures on my phone.
So,
right?
Maybe this is, and again, it looks like the administration's goal is deterrence. So maybe what they're trying to do is, we're going to get it at the source. The second the drugs leave the shores of this place, we're blowing it up. So don't even try to get drugs over here.
I don't think it's happening.
Look at this headline from 2 days ago.
Regime change, and they want to just control Venezuela and get to the oil.
That's a good point.
That's what they want.
That could be the.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That totally makes what I just say completely fall apart, a total waste of time, and like basically an hour of other stuff I was saying. That is kind of a funny dynamic because, like, if you're the on-screen talent, like, that guy's is he doing all the, like, producing? Hold on, let's go back to that, Jamie. It does look like he's doing maybe some, like, a live production work there. So he's doing all the production and he knows everything, too? He has to, like, correct them on the, hey, we're the two guys, we're, like, the talent of the show. Pretty much all we have to do is kind of know what we're talking about. The guy who's doing all the work. He also does all the other work. I don't know. Who knows what the hell is going on with that Andrew Schultz guy? He could just be audience captured. It's probably like maybe like a Tim Dillon situation where it's a lot of Joe Rogan audience, And he's just like, I don't know what the hell these people want to hear. I don't know what the hell these pendejos want to hear. So it's kind of all over the place, But it's like you could go look through like tweets and stuff. I mean, you got like Marco Rubio and all these people. They're like, we want to get in there into Venezuela and do a lot of it. But we have to take their word. Those boats are filled with drugs and they're coming to get our ass, which we've never seen before. We've never seen this kind of strategy from the government before. That's one. And, I totally believe them, even though there's no evidence. And, by the way, it makes no sense. And they have a motive to trick people. But I believe them. Why? I believe them because
I'm having a hard time.
But big up to the producer of the Charla God. What is it? The Charlene Drew, the Schultz God program, because he's apparently doing everything over there, including research.
If somebody's bringing destruction to your country,
Andrew. Oh, Jesus, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Christ, Andrew, what is this now?
If somebody's bringing destruction to your country, you don't think that?
No, you're complete. You can't say it like that. No, you gotta be specific.
So we were supposed to down the
chlamydia
planes.
is destruction. Gonorrhea is destruction.
If there was bitches bringing chlamydia over here, you gotta shoot them before they.
Wait a second. What point is Charlemagne making? What about gonorrhea? What the fuck? What the hell?
Oh, that's great, man.
Some very fascinating stuff there. This is another thing I says to myself, I'm kind of glad I'm not too much on the internet. I'm kind of on the internet too much, but maybe there are some people who are on there way too much. Because I was looking at the comments of this Charlandrew the Schulz god here, and I kept seeing this. What the hell does this goddamn thing say? What does this wretched puke right here say?
Let's freaking go.
Let's freaking go. Nothing about the sing files. What the hell is that? Not a single peep of the Jazzleen files. One of the biggest stories of the week that actually has direct ties to Andrew and not one word. That's hilarious. No, it's not, man. Shut up. Please delete those laughing, crying faces, or you will get one of these. Whoa, we got an ominous post right here. We're not just gonna leave this alone, Andrew. Whoa. Who wrote that one? The goddamn darn it clown or something? Okay, whatever. Delete that, what I just said.
We're not gonna let this go.
This is that guy typing that. We're not gonna let this go, Andrew. That guy's sitting at his computer. Let me take that again. Let me put more gravity into that. Andrew, we're not letting this go.
Go, Andrew.
Yeah, this one's weird, man. This one's weird. A lot of people, like, just straight up. Maybe this is sick. Maybe this is sick right here. This is just people getting a bunch of clicks and views here. But that guy too lazy to try. A guy who, apparently gets way more views than I do. Wrongly. Illegally. He did a video about this. This is a little too much. This is where the internet gets a little weird. Because it's like some co-host of the Andrew Schulz. It's basically like this whole story that these people are obsessed with is he's like having marriage problems. And these people in the comments, they're like, we're not going to let this go, Andrew.
Andrew.
Andrew, talk about this. Talk about your friend's weird marriage.
Myron discovered Akasha's wife is trying to be an influencer and has her own podcast, which Myron's been having a field day with because she's the exact kind of girl they warn guys about. And she constantly humiliates Akasha on social media.
Oh, God, man, that does seem weird. That seems like a little bit of the dark side of social media. Like a thing that could be fun. You upload stupid videos, you go, blah, 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 The way cool guys use social media, they go blah, 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 in a video. They do like,
let's freaking go.
But this does seem a bit dark, like, oh man, I gotta go on to social media. I gotta go on YouTube and address what Fresh and Fit are saying about my my marriage. It doesn't seem great, man. But anyway, who cares?
Hassan Piker, welcome to Trigonometry.
No problem, man.
Nice to be here, guys.
Why the big sigh?
Hassan Parker.
Hassan Piker, welcome to Trigonometry.
Hassan Parker.
Oh man, let's friggin'
Let's freaking go.
Let's friggin' you. These are some of my other bros, podcast bros. I see them as bros. My bros.
I see these guys as bros. Mine.
So there's the flagrant bros. I go, let me check in with my flagrant bros. I type it in. I go, oh, that guy, Fresh and Fit, who thinks that guy should marry someone else or whatever. Whatever the hell dumb crap they're up to. And then I check in with my other bros. What is the thing called?
What does it say?
Trigonometry. Hell yeah, bro. These are my British bros. I'm going to tell this story every time. We cover the trigonometry guys, but I saw one of them at a diner. He clearly went straight from the airport to the diner because he had one of those wheelie bags and that thing was going everywhere, every which way. He was wearing all like winter clothes for some reason, and it was like the peak of summer. Everyone was dying. Everyone was going like this. So I'm sympathetic to one of these guys. But anyway, that's irrelevant. It's complete waste of time right there. But they're interviewing a guy who goes by the name of Hassan Parker, who is involved in the world of media. It's in some sort or another. Okay, first, the trigonometry ads. I mean, they should just cut the show out and leave the ads because these ads are amazing. Check this out.
Ground News allows me to easily compare the headlines. You can see CNN, which is firmly on the left, highlighted that nearly 500 words.
It's kind of ironic. This is not even the best ad in this video, but I love this one. I love this. This is, this is an ad for Ground News, which is supposed to be like, hey, be careful.
Be careful. The news. It's misleading.
It's supposed to guide you through what the hell the stupid news is. And like in the ad for the product that's supposed to like explain the news from you, he like misexplains the news. Oh, CNN, that's a leftist. I'm pretty sure it's communist. CNN is communist, from what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong, which I'm not.
We all know smartphones are essential,
I actually don't know that.
but they've also become the ultimate surveillance machines.
Oh, God
That's
damn it.
why we were so interested when former trigonometry guest Eric Prince created the UpPhone. This isn't just another handset.
All right.
The UpPhone runs on
Weird
Unplugged
ads.
OS.
Okay.
Free
Trigonometry, guys, if you're watching this, which you are.
We're not letting this go, Andrew.
I'm not letting this go, trigonometry guys. If you're watching this, which you absolutely are, please make this show all ads. Just ads. Far left news outlet CNN. Also, buy my Blackwater phone. Buy the Blackwater phone.
Oh, yeah.
With Luigi Mangione.
Who?
I found some of your comments really interesting about Luigi, and I'd love to talk to you about them. So you said, and correct me if I'm wrong, push back on me if I'm wrong, that you think that he's innocent and unfairly maligned. How did you come to that position, if I'm correct?
Well, I mean, that's a meme for the most part. But,
okay.
But
what does it mean? It's a meme.
They are funny. They're actually a good duo. Wait. I gotta see that again.
I found some of your comments really interesting about Luigi, and I'd love to talk to you about them. So you said, and correct me if I'm wrong, push back on me if I'm wrong, that you think that he's innocent and unfairly maligned. How did you come to that position, if I'm correct?
Right.
Well, I mean, that's a meme for the most part. But,
okay.
But
What does it mean? It's a meme.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is the internet, man. This thing we're looking at, it's called the internet, man. And there's two big things on the internet. It's that guy and his wife and
Hassan Parker.
I heard you. Stop yelling. And you know what? There's something likable about these guys who are interviewing him. Obviously, I have a lot of empathy for that guy who was wheeling his case around. The thing was all wobbling in the heat. You know, he's trying to probably order like an egg sandwich or something's wobbling away, you know?
He's been humanized to me, man. Okay? So you show him some respect.
But watch, how long is this thing? An hour and 30 minutes. It's an hour and 30 minutes, so I watched all the 40 minutes of it. Whatever that is. Whatever the 2x conversion on that is. And I like this part the most because they were clearly trying to, like, you know, they're British and they have a long history of debate pervertry, they call it.
Perverts. It means these people are perverts.
Okay. So they were kind of trying to set up, it seems like maybe they were kind of trying to set up a little gotcha thing. But I like that little interaction, like, oh no, that was more of a meme. Oh, okay. And then you can see the other guy like, wait, that was our whole setup, man. Shut up.
How did you come to that position, if I'm correct?
Well, I mean, that's a meme for the most part. But,
okay.
But
what does it mean? It's a meme. We're like
the notion that someone is innocent until proven guilty, or that he wasn't there. It's like a common thing that people do on TikTok and elsewhere as well.
Right. But you don't think he's innocent?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he's the one that actually did it or not. We'll see once the court case finalizes.
But is he? Sorry, I may not understand what meme means in this context. Like, I guess what I'm asking is,
it's okay.
When you say he's unfairly maligned, do you believe that or not? That's what I'm asking.
This actually is maybe one of the more interesting parts too, is that at the end, this was actually kind of interesting because it did kind of seem like they were trying to set this up. Oh, you said this, man. Kind of violent, dude. Oh man, do you love violence? Why do you love it so much? You sick little weirdo. You sick little
Hassan Parker.
But
Hassan Parker.
You know, he's a pretty smart, well-spoken guy. So this one, you know, if that's what they were trying to do, it definitely did not work. Also, I totally forgot about this. You know, the news crap moves so quickly. But I totally forgot during this time when that happened with this guy. Oh! When that happened, I was even surprised. I was not expecting, because I was reading through, like, you know, for hours, reading through, like, Tim Pool comments, Ben Shapiro, whoever else, Fox News. And people were kind of all saying the same thing. Surprising. It was really kind of like, in my face, very clearly like, oh my God, wow. Wow, these are a lot of people with a very personal experience with American healthcare, and they are not happy They are not, that's putting it lightly, they're not happy with this. And that's pretty much what Hassan T. Parker Esquire says to them. And there's really like nothing you could say back to that. I mean, they try to do like, well, we have a different kind of healthcare here in the UK, and people are pissed off about that in some ways. And it's like, man, yeah, they have defunded that a bunch because they're trying to make it like us. But even then, you're probably not going to see the same kind of reaction. I mean, when there's a like bipartisan outpouring like that all over social media, it does make those guys too, like Tim Pool, very suspicious when they're like, oh, hey, there's one story about this and it's sick. And they're like, shut up. That's kind of suspicious from those content creators, you know? And then you go and watch Hassan Parker. He's like, yeah, people are really, really like visibly angry at the healthcare system. There's a kind of no way around that. That's just kind of like the reality. So it is kind of funny. It did seem like they were trying to do a setup here, and it kind of backfired.
I think he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize for having brought the hostages back. There was no Democrat who was going to do it. If you are concerned about what was on Hunter Biden's laptop, it still doesn't
perfectly stable individual.
To what Trump is doing right now out in the open.
Okay.
The real Trump derangement syndrome, in my view, is to think.
Okay, what the hell is this right here? Oh, this is another interview. This is another interview from my boys, the Trigonometry boys.
Oh my God.
Who's this? Oh, I haven't seen Sam Harris around in a while. What the hell has he been doing? Is he caught up in the flagrant drama, do you think?
Oh my God.
Smells are racist, and you're racist for smelling people.
What does that have to do with anything? Let's check the comments here. Come here to buy a VPN, but the constant clips of Sam Harris made this pretty hard. Hey, shut up, man. Hopefully it's not just people complaining about the ads. I've never had an ad interrupted by another ad before. Hey, you can't say that, man.
I'm having a hard time.
Okay, come on. There's got to be something positive. This is basically unwatchable between your own ads and YouTube ads. Okay.
But do you not think that it's really important when you criticize your political enemies?
It's important to be honest.
But it's also important to be accurate. In the same way that you can think somebody's a terrible person and their politics are awful, it doesn't make them a pedophile, for instance.
Yeah.
And this kind of escalatory language, I personally think is highly dangerous. And when you live in a country like America where you have access to guns and there's so many people with mental illnesses,
yeah,
I mean, that's dangerous.
But nobody uses more inflammatory language less responsibly than Trump and his enablers.
Calm down, Sam.
Right? I mean,
you're yelling, again, Sam. Hey, Sam, you're yelling at me, man.
He's a sleazebag.
Hey, man, don't put it negative in the comments. Don't give me the flagrant treatment in the comments for this one. But I have some kind of emotions. I have some kind of emotions toward these trigonometry guys. I feel some kind of way about them because I'm like, I look through their channel and a lot of their videos have like 1 million views. They got some like pretty huge guests on there and stuff. Dude. These guys are doing like massive. They're like a massive political show on YouTube. Maybe one of the biggest. And you watch this and you're just like, what the hell? What the hell is this? Because I went through a bunch of old videos and basically it looks like this is one of those channels where it's like, oh, we're like an anti-censorship channel. You should be able to say whatever the hell you want. Hey, people can't say transphobic crap on Twitter. There's some lady somewhere who her account got deactivated. Probably most likely because she was like harassing someone or something. But man, this censorship has got to stop. And then like the Charlie Kirk thing happens, and they're like, no one should be allowed to say anything bad about us. Well, yeah, specifically us or the people we like. Okay. All right, well, what is this? What's your channel about then? Okay, but anyway, this is Sam from the Majority Report. Is that the same guy? Is a different guy?
Poop.
Okay, this guy's name is Sam, and he's exhibiting what we call Batman attitude right there. Got the brow up. Calm down, man.
Calm down, man, or you go to jail.
It's kind of a weird interview, I've known about this guy Sam Harris for a while, and it's kind of like, I was like, okay, well, he does meditation or something. Who cares? Who cares, man? He doesn't like religion. Then don't do it, man. That's what I told him. I met him. I said, yeah, you don't like it? Don't do it then. He told me to shut up.
Well, I mean, this one's worth just hitting off the tee because
Okay.
I think he deserves a Nobel Peace Prize for having brought the hostages back, right? I mean, I think that's, I have no problem saying that, right? So square that with accusations of Trump derangement syndrome.
I can. And I won't.
I mean, I can readily admit that was a massive achievement. Whatever happens next, I mean, there's not going to be peace in the Middle East.
I think it's just crazy. I almost kind of respect these guys for like getting this many views on a channel like this. It seems like they were like, oh, we're going to do an anti-woke channel. One of the guys said to the other guy, and the other guy's like, what does that mean? And then he's like, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Just go buy the cameras. And now they're kind of like figuring it out. There's like not much here. Basically, Sam, what the hell? Sam Harris. He's like, oh, Trump sucks. Trump is an idiot, you know? And these guys are kind of like, you know, these guys are kind of like dancing around it, but they're like, oh, I don't know, maybe Trump's cool or something. And Sam Harris is like, he sucks. But then if it gets to anything Israel, he's like, I think Trump should get a Nobel Peace Prize. He sucks. I just spent like 20 minutes talking about how much of a creep this guy is. Should probably win the Nobel Peace Prize, though, which I think is good. I'm implying that a prize is very prestigious. Should probably win that. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. He's a kind of a weird character because there's some stuff that like, you know, just any normal person is going to agree with him on, you know? There's even a part where he's like, yeah, it's pretty terrible that there are these guys, weird masked perverts, you know, jumping out in the streets with guns, abducting people. That's weird. That's bad. You know, there is a bunch of kind of obvious stuff that most people are probably going to agree with him on. But he has like such a weird worldview. It's like Trump sucks. Those people are all crazy. But also the left has lost its mind because they're all woke. They're all wokesters. Maybe it's because he's a little bit old. You know, he's like, they're always yelling at me or something. I don't know. So they suck too. So it's kind of like, all right, where do we go from here, Sam? This is kind of weird because it's like, I don't know if this is going to be a very popular political view, but I watched all 2 hours of this. Many people call it piece of crap. Not me. That's sick. But I watched all 2 hours of this and I'm like, what is this guy's view of the world, Sam? And it's kind of like he basically wants, to me, after watching 2 hours of this, it's a very weird view of the world where it's like he thinks Trump is a sicko. These people are all sick creeps. But in a lot of ways, he kind of wants like the same thing, just with like a nicer looking like icing on it or something. Okay, I was looking around and then I found this. What the hell does this goddamn thing right here say? This is from a month ago. On episode 437, it closes with Sam Harris saying he shares some guy's terror. Whoa.
I'm gonna haunt you.
Terror about Mamdani and a sort of ideological experiment that the state will find itself subject to. In addition to the very real security concerns that the NYC Jewish community shares regarding the kind of rhetoric he's trafficked in or is very adjacent to. As a weird guy, you know, he's kind of been pretty famous since I was a kid, Sam Harris. I think Sam Cedar, the other Sam, the two Sams were fighting. But it's like, yeah, it's kind of like all over the place. Like, what the hell does this guy believe? You know, he's like, yeah, Trump is a sicko. All these people are sickos. But in New York City, I don't know. Maybe one of the two Trump guys should have won. Maybe one of those two other guys who are basically Trump guys should have won because you're freaking out about this guy based on a bunch of like right-wing talking points, which aren't you against that stuff? It's just like what the hell does this guy believe, man? Hold on a second. Guys, sorry, I'm getting what's known as an incoming dip. What is it?
Wow.
I'm shocked by this, but we have a person of the day.
Person of day. Yeah. You can tell who's getting the strange new respect these days.
Uh-huh.
When you're on the same side as Abby Phillips.
What the hell did you just say? Hold on.
You can tell who's getting the strange new respect these days. When you're on the same...
Getting the what? Okay. Let's not get hung. I don't know what the hell you're saying, but let's go ahead. Let's not get hung up on the fact that you're doing this.
I'm out in Miami, ho.
Yeah. Good for you, man.
When you're on the same side as Abby Phillips.
I am
with
not.
regard to the Epstein files. you might want to think about it a little bit.
Okay, well, okay, before we even watch this video, this is kind of a disaster here for this guy's career. I wasn't expecting this. He's talking about, probably one of the biggest news stories, especially 3 days ago, 36,000 views with 7.19 million subscribers. That's not great, man. Okay, so no views even with 7 million subscribers. At least the comments are very positive. What the hell does this guy say? Even the bots are unsubscribing. Oh, shut up, man. Hey, shut up, man. By the way, they're all basically all like that.
You can tell who's getting the strange new respect these days. When you're on the same side as Abby Phillips with regard to the Epstein files,
yeah,
you might want to think about it a little bit.
Okay, that's it. All right.
I do think that this loyalty thing with Trump.
What, Abby?
If you've covered him as I have, it's a one-way street.
Oh my God.
But she literally is learning that
in real time.
right now.
Hey, shut up, guys.
Yesterday,
Abby's talking.
she said,
Shut up.
I've been
It's
so
weird.
loyal to him. And they're calling me a traitor. I think she is realizing that Trump is not there for her.
Okay. Ben, go ahead.
So, it's not about the loyalty thing. The Marjorie Taylor Greene feels betrayed. The reason that Marjorie Taylor Greene is pissed off is because she doesn't like his foreign policy and she wanted to run for the Senate and she was going to lose. And Trump told her he wasn't going to back a Senate run where she was going to lose.
Okay.
That's why she's pissed off. And so she's tried to turn this into a moment where she breaks the Republican Party. And yes, that is going to have some impact on Republican levels of support for the president.
Okay.
Also, when you have popular podcasters and voices who continue to malign the president without saying his name because they're cowards.
Hey,
continue to go
man.
out there and say that the administration is covering up the Epstein
I
file.
would never talk about the president, our beautiful president like that, man. You shut up.
It's weird.
You shut up and you stop defaming me.
Booty hole waxed down.
No, I don't. Man, this is kind of like weird. It's like, what's going on over at the Daily Wire, Because clearly, like, your audience is falling apart here. I mean, anybody who's paying attention to this, like, there was some weird stuff there with Trump and what's her name? Margie Green. Like, he was publicly pissed off about her going on about the Epstein stuff. So Ben Shapiro is still doing there's nothing to see here, man. Okay. All right. It's kind of weird. It's like, look, I don't care if literally zero of my audience buys this. Still doing it. Okay. All right.
If Donald Trump refuses to comply, if he refuses to obey the law, Senate Democrats will hold him accountable.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry. Senate Democrats are going to hold him accountable to what?
Uh-huh.
Okay, the DOJ has policies and procedures. Again, the law itself, the one that just passed, that Trump signed, allows exceptions for redaction for national security reasons and for legal reasons. So the bill was just a bunch of virtue signaling by people who don't like Trump. That's all it was. Right. Meanwhile, people like Stacey Plaskett, it's amazing.
Okay, moving on from that. All right. Oh, man, this is a weird one. I mean, this is a troubled guy, This is a troubled guy, but I didn't know the trouble went this far. This is kind of far even for this kind of demented internet weirdo. Because basically, he's right. I mean, we did the Clip Dog story last week. It seems like there's some legal language in there where you can kind of take out whatever you want, So like a classic move. Oh, this is a national security issue. Oh, yeah? How does that put the nation, quote unquote, in danger? Just does. You don't need to look at that. So he's actually kind of right. It's like, there's a loophole in this law, which kind of tells you a lot about the government. They're doing a little trickaroo here. But Ben Shapiro's basically saying, who cares? Good. He's not doing a segment where he's like, get a real thing. Maybe we need more hacks or something to find out what's really going on in there. He's just like, good. Shipshape. Nothing to see here. Move on. Bizarre.
Meanwhile, people like Stacey Plaskett, it's amazing. This is a Democratic delegate from the Virgin Islands. And here she was. She had a relationship with Epstein, right? She was emailing with him.
Right.
And she says she has no regrets at all on Jeffrey Epstein.
He's saying that word funny, man. That's pretty good, man.
Booty hole waxed down.
Okay, and what's that sound like? Ew. What is this? The darn flagrant program with this kind of language, man? Clean it up. Oh, man, this is a rough one right here. This might be one of the roughest videos that this weird goofball has uploaded. Because he's kind of doing hey, nothing to see here, man. Time to move on from this. His whole audience, shut up. creep. Hey, we're demented too, and many of us are racist creeps, but shut up. So he's totally at odds with his own lunatic audience with this. And then he goes into the two stories that all these like conservative, what is it called? Conservative. What is that? What is that word? Like he goes into the same two stories that they all do, like PBD did this, Tim Pool did this, where they're like, oh, there's some Democrats who are, tied up with that guy. Oh, shocking. We never knew it. I never know. Don't know. And one of the stories is this like a Democratic congressperson who was like texting with him and I think took some money from him and met with him and all this stuff because she's, Virgin Islands congressperson. So it's just like, yeah, the guy was using a lot of money to control the government. Right? You've never seen that before. It's shocking. And then the other story is just some lady, some congresswoman who like searched the name Jeffrey Epstein and got the wrong guy as somebody who's, some guy who was giving donations, which it's like basic. I mean, it's dumb. I mean, it's a goofy, but it's like kind of a non-story. But what I think he's doing here, because he just like moves on after this, is he's like, this whole thing's nuts. Time to just move on. I think that's what he's doing. That's his attempt here. And again, the audience says, shut up. Oh, guys, it's our most hated day. It's the Gigi Allen of days. It's hated. Oh, that's a joke for the older people.
A crystal flute.
Okay. It's our most hated day, but we're still out here all like...
He's a sleazebag.
We're still out here like...
God bless you.
Also, anybody who's interested, got a merch store now. Got a merch store if you want to pick up some amazing crap. It's named after an infamous drop from an infamous guy. Videos aren't real, and that's a com if you want to check that out. Anyway, guys, talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Oh, hey, it's me, LeDron James. I don't know if you remember me from earlier in the video. You probably saw my cute little face, saw my cute little mug earlier in the video anyway. Oh, hey, I have to say this. I do have to say this. Okay, I don't want to forget this. You're missing episodes of this very program every single week. Don't do it. It's wrong. What do you got to do to get all the episodes you're missing every week? Subscribe on Patreon. Subscribe on Patreon. How do you do that? Just click the link in the description and take you right there. And you can subscribe for as little as $2 per month. Whoa, that sounds pretty good. I don't know. It's just me, but that sounds pretty good. See you there. Bye-bye.